Michigan Teach application. Now, Michigan Teach will pay for your $425 scholarship. That's the $425 that's needed to pay for your CDA exam and your verification visit. So I'll help you with the documents as well as help you with the Michigan Teach application for the scholarship. Step 5, within 6 months of the council approval of your completed application. Of course, it's not going to take that long. I'll work with you hand on hand individually to help you with the application. You will receive a verification visit. That's when the PD specialists come out to visit your classroom, your center, to observe you working with the young children, as well as review your professional portfolio. Okay, and then you take your exam. You take your exam first prior to the verification visit. It's up to you. That's where the $425 comes into place when you're step 5. Step 6, after verification visit and exam, you will receive your scores. It will go into the computer and everything will be transferred to Washington, which is the Council for Professional Recognition, and they will decide if you will receive your credential. There's nothing I can do at that point once your scores has been entered and it goes to Washington. So I wanted, on this particular Zoom meeting, we have a number of individuals that have received their credential through the CDA program. So for those who are interested, please let me know or let DeAndrea know, and we will get you started with this process. But the first thing you want to do is contact let your director know that you're interested in the program, and he or she can contact me directly, and I can go over some, answer any of your questions. That's very, very important that I answer your questions before you even enroll into the program. Now, for those who are renewing their credential, the renewal process is much easier. It's just a 3-step process. You have to obtain membership with an early childhood association or organization, and you have to renew your CPR and first aid. You upload your CPR and first aid into the portal, which is the CDA website. You pay the $125, but Michigan Teach also paying the renewal fee. So for those who want Michigan Teach to pay the renewal fee, you have to complete the application and they will pay for the renewal fee. So it's an easy process when you renew. Don't forget your credential only lasts for 3 years. Within the 3 years, you have to renew your credential before it expires. Any questions? That's just a quick overview, but you can contact me directly. I'll be on the call for on the Zoom meeting for the rest of the evening, just in case this evening after when DeAndrea asks for questions. I'll be there to assist anyone who needs information regarding the CDA process. That's it for me, DeAndrea. I know we have agendas. I'm all set.
Thank you, Carla. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay. Next, is Umbiia on the call?
I am.
So everyone, we have health nutrition updates from Umbiia Brooks. Umbiia Brooks is our health nutrition manager.
Hi, everybody. I just wanted to take this time. I'm going to be very brief. I wanted to say hi to everybody. I wanted to say welcome back to those that have actually went to the center. And of course, to those that are working from home, remotely, still supporting children and families. And I just wanted to really let you know, I'll stay to the end as well to support any questions. But I just wanted to let you know that we truly support you. I know in your environment, it has truly been impacted in your day-to-day as it relates to your daily schedule and, with hand washing and with doing your family meal styles. And so certain things we will, and I'm sure your center managers have provided some guidance on that. But again, we want you to know that we support you, I support you. And so if you have any questions and need more clarity around the expectation, because again, we want you to know that everyone is expected to stay safe and do your very best. And so I'm not gonna hold you long. I just wanna be here to support you guys with any questions around hand washing, family style meals, oral health care, and the expectations for those going forward right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Umbiia.
You're welcome.
All right, so we're gonna move on to education updates. All right, so for Core Advantage, this program year, we will be doing lesson planning on Core Advantage. We will no longer be using a lesson plan book. If you need a refresher on how to lesson plan on Core Advantage, there will be a link to the Matrix EHS CCP YouTube channel at the end of this presentation. The link to our YouTube channel will also be emailed to the teacher email group that we have. Okay, so when you complete your lesson plan, you can print it out in a daily or a weekly format. I suggest that you print out the lesson plan in a daily format and post each day. If you print out the weekly lesson plan format, it's going to be a lot more pages, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday might not print on the same page. So I would just suggest that you print out the daily lesson plan, and then you post it, and then it'll be available. Okay. When lesson planning, make sure to tag the core and KDI items you are working on for that week. Remember, you should only focus on 3 core items and 3 KDI items each week for anecdotal note taking. You don't want to overwhelm your lesson plan or overwhelm yourself by tagging every single thing you put on the lesson plan. That's not necessary. You only want to focus on the 3 core items and 3 KDI core items. 3 KDI items that you have that you will focus on for that week to get your anecdotal notes. And core time 1 begins Tuesday, September 8th. So your core target dates and your core education due dates will be going out on August 12th. It'll be going out before August 29th. I'll send it out to the group. I already sent it to the providers today, and I'll send it to the group later on tonight or tomorrow morning. Okay, so for home visits, ILP, and pedestrian safety, all education forms will be delivered the week of August 29th. These items include the home visit forms, the ILP forms, pedestrian safety forms, and transition forms. Home visits should also start that week. We strongly suggest that home visits be conducted virtually or over the phone to stay in, to keep up with CDC guidelines. You know, we want to limit our face-to-face interaction. And I know some centers they have different ways of receiving the children now, where either they're receiving them outside or in the lobby. So it's strongly suggested that you conduct the home visits virtually or over the phone. You can use your current communication system your center has in place. So you may have Brightwheel, or you might have Hi Mama. If you don't have any of those, you can create a free Zoom account and you can do them on Zoom. Not sure if you have Microsoft Teams, but Microsoft Teams is good. And you can also do Google, I think it's called Google Meet, okay? Or if you have it, or whatever communication system of your choice to do, that's fine. So during the first home visit, the parent should set the first ILP goal. The goal must be attainable for the child based on their developmental needs. The pedestrian safety forms must also be signed and dated at the time of the home visit. Once you complete all the forms, you can sign over the phone or virtual meeting on the signature line. So it is not required for you to get a parent signature, but you have to write at least over the phone or virtual meeting if you did have some type of meeting with the parent. All right, so let's move on to ASQ SE2 and ASQ 3. So we have a little bit of exciting, so it was kind of exciting for me at least. So we're used to having ASQ SE2 and ASQ 3 paper packets, right? So this year, the agency is beginning the process of going paperless. So the ASQ SE2 and the ASQ 3 will be completed online. So what's new for this program year is that the parents will complete the ASQ SE2 and teachers will complete the ASQ 3. So if you've been with us, you know that in the past, teachers will complete the developmental screener. Our developmental screener in the past was the Brigance. Now our developmental screener is the ASQ 3. So we feel that it would be best for the teachers to complete that assessment. So in order for a teacher to complete an ASQ 3, teachers would need to be with the child at least 15 to 20 hours per week. And you all need those. You need that. You're with the children sometimes way more than that. Parents and teachers will receive a welcome letter and a link to complete the assigned assignments. Please make sure you mute if you are joining late, please.
Oh man, they got.
Okay. So the 45-day, parents and teachers will receive a welcome letter and they'll receive a link to complete the assigned assessment. Please note that the 45-day mandate is still in place, and both the ASQ SE2 and ASQ 3 assessments will begin mid to late September. We're still setting up the online system, so it is not required to start it on September 1 when the new program year starts. We will be getting this started mid to late September. And we want to make sure that you all are trained as well. So the pre-recorded ASQ online training will be sent out within the next week. All right, so let's move on to the needs assessment. So every year.
Come on, baby. Come on. Come on, baby.
I ain't experienced driving like that way.
There we go. Okay. So at the end of this session, I'll be sending out a needs assessment form to the teacher email group. The needs assessment form helps us determine which teachers are best suited for intensive coaching through practice-based coaching. We didn't get a chance to do intensive coaching for the 19-20 program year due to COVID, but we will start the process early this year so that teachers can get the support they need. With practice-based coaching, there are 3 tiers, and I have them on the screen. Tier 1 is all education staff will receive a needs assessment form at the beginning of the school year to identify staff for any additional support. All teaching staff have an assigned child development specialist for support and resources. So that's our first tier. Every teacher is touched in some way with a child development specialist. There's a child development specialist assigned to each center, and you will get support and resources from that tier. For tier 2, all classrooms will be assessed using our research-based tool. The research-based tool that we use is the PQA, Infant and Toddler PQA for our centers, and the Family Child Care PQA for our homes. Results from the teacher self-assessment and observations will be shared by the child development specialist, who will provide instructional support, resources, and visit as often as needed. And now we're going to go into the 3rd tier, which is intensive coaching. Intensive coaching is determined by the data, where we are and where we hope to be in meeting our curriculum and program goals. In addition to overall support of the education content area, child development specialists will provide intensive individual coaching to at least 2 teachers at a time. So it takes a lot of time to do intensive coaching. Sorry. Okay. It takes a lot of time to do intensive coaching. So with all the other responsibilities and the job load that the child development specialists have, then they can at least do intensive coaching with 2 teachers at a time. Teachers who would benefit most from intensive coaching may be identified using the following criteria. Staff who are new to their position, staff for whom areas to strengthen have been identified through the self-needs assessment, and staff who want to enhance existing strengths. So we'll gather our data to determine who will be the best candidates for intensive coaching. But if you are chosen, you do have the right to refuse. So we do not make anybody do intensive coaching. Yes, you have to participate in tier 1 and tier 2 because everyone is assigned to a child development specialist. However, if you do not want that extra support, that extra intensive coaching, you do have the right to refuse. And if you do refuse, we'll just move on to the next candidate. Okay, so we can use, so that's it for my updates. We can use this time for some questions. If you have questions, we just ask that you be respectful. Please don't talk over each other. And if you hear someone talking, just mute until they finish. So do we have any questions? You can have education questions, we have help on the line, and we have CDA. So if anybody has any questions, speak now.
This is Wanda from Tots Early Learning Center. When you say 2 teachers at a time, do you mean 2 by location?
No, it does not have to be 2 by location. They could be at any location.
No, okay, thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Anyone else?
Miss Viandria, this is Miss Carter from Ready to Learn.
Hi, Ms. Carter.
Hi, darling. How's everyone? I hope everyone is well. If someone misses this or this pre-service orientation, will I see it's recorded, will they have an opportunity to review it at a later date?
Absolutely. Like I said at the beginning, we have created a Matrix EHS CCP YouTube page. So all of the trainings that we've had starting in June with our cohort trainings will be uploaded onto the YouTube channel, and they will be able to see it at a later date. Okay,
Hi,
thank
this is
you.
Phyllis from Funtime Learning Center. Will they be able to get
Hi.
their certificate for the training if they
Yes. Yes, Ms. Phyllis, absolutely. They would have to email me and let me know that they did look at the training, and then I will send out the certificates. So
I'm thinking about in case you bring somebody new on, or you somebody gets added to the team, how it can back them up to keep up with everything.
So right. So since we're creating a library, right, of trainings. So whoever comes in that's new, all of these trainings will be available to any teachers that are here that are coming on. And speaking of certificates, everyone, there will just be one certificate for this pre-service. I know tonight is just night 1, and then tomorrow we'll have PQA part 1, and then the family child care PQA, and then Wednesday we'll have PQA part 2, and then Thursday we have Nourish to Flourish, our wellness session for our teachers. You will love it. I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited. But you will only receive one certificate for pre-service. So in order to receive the certificate, you have to participate in the trainings this week. Then of course we have the active supervision pre-recording that will be sent out Thursday. And then we're gonna have the ASQ training that will be sent out later. Does anybody have any more questions? Do we have any CDA questions or any health nutrition questions?
I have a CDA question. So
Carla,
I
you up?
Hello.
Hi,
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. I recently got my CDA in December, and I had left my other job. I put in my 2 weeks in because I didn't receive the raise that I was supposed to get, and they have my portfolio with like my certificate with my 120 credit hours, my CPR and first aid, like everything is important in there, and they will not give it to me. Is there any way I can get like a copy of the certificate, even if I can't get my portfolio?
With the council, what we'll do, we'll contact the council to see if you can get a copy. They have your original CDA credential. Is that what you're saying?
No, they have the piece of paper you gave me once I finished with my portfolio.
Oh, I can give you that copy. That's not a problem. I can give you that. I thought they had your credential. That's not a problem. I have you sent me a text, so I'll contact you after this meeting, and then I can get your email address.
Okay, but do I really like need the portfolio, or it's just?
No, you
I
don't need the
mind
portfolio.
going over. Huh?
No, you would not you would not need the portfolio for the renewal. So you it's just if you just wanted to keep it as a reference item. But as far as the portfolio, you do not need your portfolio after you receive your CDA credential.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I have a question. This is Miss Martin calling from, this is Miss Cynthia from Early Learning Prep.
Hey, Ms. Martin.
Hey, how are you?
Good, and you?
I'm great, I'm great. How will technology play a part in this time that we're dealing with? Like, we have sporadic attendance. Will we be offering anything to the parents to help them while if they decide to do some type of remote? Because some of them are doing that. They don't come every day.
Wait a minute.
Okay, hold on. I have to mute.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I have to mute. Okay, go ahead. Ms. Martin, you might have to unmute yourself again. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I said, how will technology play a part in this? Reaching out to the parents as far as offering them support if they decide to, like if they have to self-quarantine for whatever reasons, for their family situations. Will we be given some type of programming to forward to them so the children are still receiving support educationally?
Okay, so we are in partnership with you all. You know, you would have to decide if you wanted to do some type of remote learning or some type of hybrid learning. Now, if you do choose to do that, then we can help you create a program where you can do hybrid learning, or you can do either hybrid learning or you can do remote learning. You can send out a calendar of activities for the child to do while they're in quarantine. You know, we sent out 30-day activities. We started in April, I believe. I think March or April. And so we have March, April, May, June, July. So we have 5 months worth of activities, and you could always recycle those. You could always use those also if you want to give the child or give the parent those activities so they could work on those at home. But definitely, if you do want to have a hybrid or a remote program, just contact me and we'll work on it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody have any more questions?
Deandra, there's a few
Yes, ma'am.
questions in the chat regarding the CDA.
Yeah.
I know it's.
Oh, go ahead. I'll let you answer.
Okay, one particular, let's see, let me go back to the chat. She wanted to know, okay, if you would like to join the CDA program, please contact your director. If anyone interested in the CDA program, please contact your director, site manager, and they will, he or she will give your name to Deandra to start the actual document, collecting the documents for your enrollment. But if you have any direct questions for me, you can contact me directly at cgarrett@matrixhs.org. And also another question regarding the CDA. Let's see. I forgot who it was, but it mentioned that you cannot receive your grades from the college in which you have taken classes for your CDA training hours. So you have to contact the college. There's nothing I can do personally, but I can assist you in contacting the college and get a copy of your transcript, because you will need a copy of your transcript for your portfolio in order for you to give to the PD specialist, or have it in your binder when the PD specialists come out to view your portfolio. So you do need documentation of your 120 hours. So it's either with an organization, a private organization like Matrix, or with the college. With the college, you would need the transcript in order to provide to the PD specialist when he or she comes out to do your verification visit. Okay, hopefully I think that was the last question.
Hey, Carla.
Yes, go ahead.
I just wanted to say to the person who needs their transcript, I think if they go to the college, I don't know who's open and who's receiving people, but I was told before when I was trying to hire someone that even if you owe money, they will give you an unofficial transcript if you walk in. So I hope that helps that part.
Okay, so thank you. Thank you for the information. And sometimes it's in your personal account as well. If you log on to your personal account with the college, you can access your transcript through the email, or you may have to pay a small, but unofficial, I believe, is free. But for official transcript, there's a fee for it. Okay. Anyone else regarding CDA? Let's see. I'm looking through the questions, trying to see.
I was about to say it's one in the chat.
Okay, Ms. Phyllis, you have a question regarding CDA? If someone has their associates in child development, do they still need a CDA? No. Don't forget the CDA is the best first step after you receive your high school diploma or GED. Don't forget the CDA is the Child Development Associate Credential. It's a certificate, it's not an associate's degree. So if you have associates in child development, of course, that's that's higher education than an actual CDA credential. Okay, because the CDA is a certificate and it's only valid for 3 years. If you do not renew that CDA, it becomes invalid, inactive. So it's important that once you do receive your CDA, it's important that you renew on time. Right now, the Council for Professional Recognition has an extension for renewals all the way through December 31st. So make sure if your credential is near expiration, make sure you start with your 45 clock hours of training for renewal, as well as your CPR and first aid, proof of your CPR and first aid for renewal. I believe that's all the questions. I believe so. Okay, anyone else? CDA? Of course you can. Oh, here's another one. Let's see. But anyone who have any questions regarding CDA, you can contact me directly. I'll ask your provider, your director to contact me. Any questions, I am happy to assist you with the CDA process.
Carla, can I ask something? It's not
Okay.
CDA related, but it may be something you can answer.
Okay.
You are also offering GED prep, is that correct?
I am not personally, but I have a connection with the high school completion. I have a few of my teachers have enrolled into the Ferndale Tri-County Education Center, and they currently are taking new candidates. I just emailed the enrollment secretary, Ms. Servio, and she is, if you have anyone that do not have a high school diploma, please make sure you reach out and let me know so I can assist that individual in their completion of the high school. Everything is online. The high school completion is online.
Okay, I have a two-part question in regards to that. So will the staff member have to be dually enrolled? Will they have to be in the GED completion and the CDA program simultaneously, or?
Yes. In order for that to happen, yes. What I do, I let the candidate focus on the high school completion, because that's very important. You cannot receive your credential without the high school completion. So I let them focus on that, but they occasionally have to complete classes, the online classes, so I know that they're still committed.
Okay. So I know the CDA courses are offered to the parents as well. Will the GED portion of it be offered to them?
To parents?
Yes.
Okay, if you have a parent, don't forget it's the high school completion. Now, GED is something totally different. High school completion is when the candidate will receive a diploma. But you know, the GED, they have to go through GED.com. That's an official website, and they have to take the 4 exams in order to get their GED. So that's a little bit different. Yeah.
So is it like an age requirement?
For GED?
No. For your high school completion.
At least I believe it's 18. If you're no longer accepted in regular high school, then you go right into the high school completion.
No, it's no age limit, because I just received mine 2 years ago, and I just turned 30 in April.
No. She's talking about to start the high school completion. At least I believe if you're no longer accepted in high school, you now can go into your high school completion program.
Gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ms. Carla.
Sorry, Andrea. Go ahead.
Carla, it's Pam. You mentioned a couple emails besides your own. Can you just put those in the chat box possibly? Unless they're at the end of, or unless they're in here somewhere. That's all I was thinking.
Okay.
Carla, don't be sorry. That's why we're here. This is why we need this, right? So the teachers need this. If they need their credentials, this is important. This is why we're having this session, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Any
no,
more
no,
questions?
no.
Any more questions regarding
I have a
CDA?
question, please. I have a question, please. I have to renew my CDA on May 21. Do I have to send all the information on December?
Oh, you said May of 2021?
Yeah, May 21.
Okay, you have time. You have time. It's,
I will do it on December, or I have to wait until at the May.
no, we'll start working on it probably February of 2020. You're talking 2021, right? Correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you have time. You have time.
Oh, okay. On February, then I'll send my information. Okay, then.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, do we have any more questions?
I have a question.
Okay.
If you have a CA and your CDA expired, do you have to do the whole course over again if it's been past the 3 years?
Okay, so Carla, that was you. Parents, you might have to repeat that. I don't know if Carla heard it all the way.
I think she said if it expired after the 3 years, and right now the CDA Council has the Council for Professional Recognition have a CDA amnesty program. So say for instance your CDA expired in 2010, they're giving you 10 years back.
Okay, let's mute. I'm sorry, let's mute. I'm sorry.
What's that?
I'm sorry.
You have 10 years. You can go back as far as 10 years to renew your CDA. Okay? So if you know anyone, especially the directors or site managers, if any of your staff have allowed their CDA to lapse or expire, they can go back 10 years. So 2010, they're going back all the way to 2010 in order to allow individuals to renew their CDA. So any
That's
renewal or the actual credentials. So they're really helping everyone to obtain credentials. They really want everyone to have credentials while working with young children. So if you're in a center and you're in a classroom and you know you do not have your credentials, this is the time. Do not be ashamed. Make it a goal, a personal goal. This is not for the center. This is an individual goal. This is something you will accomplish on your own, and it will be portable with you. It is recognized in 50 states. So if you decide to leave Michigan and go to another state, you can take your credential with you. So I want you to know that this is a personal goal. This is not something that you're just looking, okay, I just have to do this for my center. This is something you want to do because you are working with young children. So do not be ashamed. Take the time. Be encouraged to go out and learn more about young children and to serve more service children.
Yep,
Okay.
absolutely, Carla, absolutely. And we did a credential check right before COVID started. So we will be reaching out to those teachers that do not have a CDA and do not have any credentials to be in the CCP classroom. So we will be contacting you all sometime in September. And if you're interested in the CDA program, don't be scared. If you don't have your GED, do not be scared. You have to reach out and let us know. Because if you don't let us know and you're not interested in getting your GED or getting your CDA, then unfortunately you may not be in a CCP classroom too much longer. So it is very important. Do not be ashamed. Do not be embarrassed. We understand. We are here to help you. We are not here to hurt you. We are here to help you. So if you need those credentials, reach out, send me an email, just tell me. Everything is confidential. So if you send me an email, say, hey, Ms. Andrea, I do not have my GED, but I need to get it. Okay, so let's figure out how to get that. Okay, then if you need your CDA, okay, let's figure out what you need to do to start the CDA process. We're here to help you. We're here to support. We are a partnership, so we are in partnership with you. So we want to make sure that you have the credentials you need so you can be successful. That's what we want you to do. We're meeting you where you are. We want to make sure that you're successful in what you do in this field. Okay, do we have any more questions?
I had a question.
Okay.
So my question was like for the family questionnaire for the CDA portfolio, I had done it at a different center before I went to the center that I am right now. Would that still be okay to use when I have my PD specialist visit?
I want you to get new family questionnaires because I want the parents to rate your services at the new location. So you will have time for to do your complete your family questionnaires and to update your portfolio, because don't forget those documents from your previous centers in that portfolio, and we want updated documents for the new center. So go through your portfolio, make sure you have updated your competency statements, your lesson plans, make sure they're all up to date and with the new center. All the information, everything is with the new center.
Okay.
Okay. Any more questions?
I had one that over at Fun Time we're going to be doing some virtual. I know one particular parent for sure, she has 3 children, and she's going to be doing a virtual. And so what we're doing is like all the materials that I'm using, such as like Play-Doh crayons, the construction paper, I'm like giving her a container with all those things in it. So like when we're doing activities, she's able to do them with us, with her children. We're doing several times. She's doing several times right with us. We started doing work with the Play-Doh. She gets her mat out, her Play-Doh, and she worked with them with it. Because she was a former teacher as well. And I was wondering, would that be okay?
That's fine. That's perfectly fine. That's great. You're giving her the materials. She's working with it at home, and you're doing it via Zoom or whatever communication system.
And I'm giving her the lesson plan that we're using too. I'm giving her that with her material each week with the new batch. That sounds great.
That sounds awesome. Okay. Awesome. Good. If you need any support, reach out. I'm here to help. Okay. Anybody have any more questions before we wrap this up for tonight? Okay. All right. Well, it's 7:45, so we finished 15 minutes early. Woo! Okay. Okay. So, all right. So let me just run down the schedule for the rest of this week. So for tomorrow, every session starts at 7 o'clock. So tomorrow we will have PQA Part 1. That's with Kimberly Cole Murray and Janice Austin, and then the Family Child Care PQA. That is with myself and Pamela Medall Richards. And then Wednesday is PQA Part 2 with Sasha Edmondson and Lisa Williams. And then Thursday is Nourish to Flourish. Nourish to Flourish is our wellness session. You will be receiving a nice wellness box that will be delivered to the centers on Wednesday. And that is with Charlotte Brown and Paris Hayes. So, if nothing else, everybody have a wonderful evening, and we will see you tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you, everybody, for attending.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
night.
Great
Bye-bye.
job.
Bye-bye.
Bye, be blessed.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, John Boy.
Good night.